Yeah, hi guys, welcome back. We're going to be looking at some new coin releases today, and we're going to start with this one here. This is the Redback Spider coin. It's came out a few weeks ago from the RAM, the Royal Australian Mint, and it's the first in series. There's going to be a series of these coins featuring dangerous Australian animals, apparently. So what a better way to start than with a spider. So there he is, the Redback. Now I like this design. I think it's been well executed. I like the spider web. I like the spider itself dangling from its thread. And a limited release of 25,000. And judging from some of the local sales here, I don't think it's going to last very long. So that's the Redback Spider. Now if you were to ask the average Australian about the spider, they would suggest that it's unique and native to this country. There it is there. This is an enlarged picture of it. It's actually quite a small spider. But in fact, this spider, which is in the family Lactrodectus, is found throughout the world. If you look at the black widow spider, which is this one here, common throughout North America, of course, you'll see it's almost identical. In fact, the red markings on the back almost indistinguishable from the red markings on the redback. So in fact this species of spider is found on every continent. It's in Africa, it's throughout Asia, it's in Europe, and of course North America and Australia, where it's called the redback. But it's certainly not unique to Australia. It is found around the world in various subspecies. So there it is. Probably the redback and this one here, the funnel web, are the two spiders that most people are wary of here. But fortunately, the funnel web, which is a larger spider, is not found on the west coast generally, so it's not something that I have to worry about. But certainly the redback is, and because it's pretty much ubiquitous, it's inside the house, it's out in the garden, it's in the shed. I've got to tell you that every time I do some gardening, I stomp on those gardening shoes to make sure that one of these guys is not inside and going to make my day a bad one. So there he is. The venom is not usually fatal, but it's nasty. So that's the new Redback coin. A few weeks ago, we had a look at the a new coin from the Perth Mint, the first in series again of the pirate ships. In this case, the Queen Anne's Revenge pirate ship. And I see that AppMax have now launched the 5-ounce version of this at a huge premium of $350 US. So I won't be picking up the 5-ounce. If anybody else has, let me know. I'd be very keen to have a look at it. But anyway, there's the 1-ounce, which is now sold out. And once again, it's been a very popular pickup and a limited release coin. The other ship-related coin that came out recently was the Batavia, and this one is from the Royal Australian Mint again. Quite a unique design. The ship is upside down to symbolise the fact that it did sink. And it celebrates, or rather commemorates, the terrible massacre that occurred following that shipwreck that occurred off the West Australian coast 350 years ago. The wreck of the Batavia, or Batavia. But this is a really interesting coin. I've got a few of these now, so I think they'll do well in the future as well. They're close to sell out now. Very unique design. Another new coin that came out from the UK is the new Year of the Rat coin. So this is from the Royal Mint. It's quite an involved design. It's kind of a bit hard to pick up some of this detail. But I think that's its little tail there on the right hand side. Kind of hard to see. But yeah, that's the new Royal Mint Year of the Rat issue. 1-ounce bullion coin. I do like the background patterning on this coin. It's got a name, I can't remember what it is, but it makes a very elegant design once again. Another new rat coin that's come out recently is the Rwandan series, Lunar Rat. So there he is, the latest and most recent of the 4 releases from the Rwandan series. So there's the rat. And the previous coin in the series was the pig. Then there was the dog. The first one was, of course, the rooster. So there's the 4 coins. I'm kind of bemused by the fact that this Rwandan coin series, and none of these coins have ever been anywhere near Africa, because, of course, they were all made in Munich, Germany, by the Munich Mint. But yeah, they're a sweet set, and I know that people have commented on the fact that there's a lot of new coin series out there, but what I would say to that is that if you pick up the first in series of any new coin set from any major mint, you're normally going to do well. As an example, the Rwandan Lunar Rooster is 2 to 3 times the price of the Lunar Rat, because it was first in series and sold out quickly. So if you're going to pick a new series, it's always a good idea to pick up the first coin in that series and have a few spares to sell later if that's what you want to do. Another new coin that's come out from the Royal Mint is the new Queen's Beast, and this one is the Lion of Mortimer. I saw somebody did a review of this recently and had difficulty pronouncing the name Mortimer. I thought that was a reasonably well-known name. In fact, it was a fairly common boy's name, would you believe, in North America in the early 20th century. So much so that when Walt Disney's chief cartoonist came up with a new character in 1923, Walt called him Mortimer. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to show you Mortimer Mouse. Here he is. This is how he started out in 1923 as Mortimer Mouse. Now, apparently Walt's wife wasn't keen on the name Mortimer and suggested Mickey. I can just imagine the scene where Walt said to his wife, "Yes, dear, we'll do that," but secretly thought that, well, that's not going to work. No one's going to go for Mickey Mouse. But there it is. The rest is history. I really like this little guy, and I can't believe he is almost 100 years old. Amazing. Mortimer Mouse, now to be known as Mickey Mouse. From the New Zealand Mint, of course, and the previous issue was the Lion King from the New Zealand Mint. And these are mainly all contracts initiated by APMEX to have these coins produced. And the latest one, of course, in this Walt Disney series is the Fantasia Coin. A couple of guys have done reviews on this. I won't go into any great detail, but I do like the coin. And with its limited mintage of only 15,000, I think this will sell out quickly. The Steamboat Willie coin and the matching Scrooge coin sold out very quickly. So they're gone now, and I think this one will sell out quickly as well. But I do sympathise with someone who said, well, why are these coins that are commemorating Walt Disney being made all the way over in New Zealand? And I do sympathise with that. I think that's very much a major part of American pop culture, these coins. And I've always been a big Disney fan. I was very pleased that living on the other side of the world, I was able to visit Disneyland way back in 1978. And this is my souvenir Disneyland cup from 78. And like everything in those days, it was made in Japan. Of course, nowadays everything is made in China. So when I went back to Disneyland a few years ago, I picked up the latest cup, which is this one. And I was about to say, well, this one's made in China, but it's not. It's actually made in Thailand. There's a lot of things being made in Thailand now that used to be made in China, so it's another up-and-coming country. Anyway, so that's those are the new rats and mice. There is one other new lunar coin that's come out recently, and this is another one from the RAM, the Royal Australian Mint. I'll show you this one now. This is their 2020 Lunar Rat. It comes in a very nice presentation box. And like a lot of the recent RAM releases, this one is domed. It's a bit hard to photograph because it is domed, but I think you can see it there. Now, do you remember which side is convex and which side is concave? Well, that's the convex side and that's the concave side. But yeah, a really nice coin, and I like the way it is presented, particularly in this box. If you're going to do a Asian or Chinese themed anything, I think this bright red and gold was very appropriate. And the other Lunar coin that the RAM produced recently was this one here. So this is the half-ounce ingot coin. When was the last time you saw an ingot? But here it is. Once again, very nice packaging. And here it is, the half-ounce ingot in a proof finish. Yeah, I think they've done a good job. I think those are going to be popular, particularly locally. So that is my collection for the day, and we'll catch you next time. See you.